Good morning. Do we need some mood lighting in my truck? Don't worry, this is going to be the video that you see who's pregnant or not. It's just some people did say that they wanted some drama llama content, and today is also about him at the vet because we're here waiting because I just got here a little bit early because he is going to be getting his yearly exam. So they're probably going to do blood work, not only to make sure that, you know, he's heartworm negative, but also just to check his vitals and make sure he's good because he does have Cushing's disease. And so he's had that for a little over a year now. Anyway, he'll get all his vaccines and all the checkups that he needs, and then he is going to get a dental. If you didn't know, you can get your dog's dentals, which is basically just like a regular cleaning like we can get. It is a little bit more of a procedure because obviously dogs don't understand what's going on, so they need to be sedated so that they're not freaking out or stressed out. But it's really good for little dogs because little dogs, their teeth just usually get more disgusting and gross than bigger dogs usually. So he's been getting them quite regularly for the last like 5-6 years at least. To order him more of his meds, and then I'll probably need to get Doja some more food as well while I'm here. Here we have it. Everybody is in the corral so that they are ready to be ran through when the vet gets here. There's some feed in there to have them enticed in there, but they're just chilling. They're a little compact, but that's the easiest way to get it done, just to eliminate stress and to make sure, oops, sorry, I moved my phone, and to make sure that we can move them quick because they are pets. So sometimes they can be little assholes when it comes to moving them, but they just run up that chute and then into there. And then that is where all the medicines and palpations will take place. So we are just waiting on the vet to get here. This is how I'm waiting for the vet. The cows are over there. My dad used his one truck and trailer as like a corral, so I'm laying on it. Because is it gross? Yes, but I am going to get really gross today, and I'm going to shower after, so who fucking cares? I'll wash this hair. I don't care if there's rocks. Vet's on their way. You going on a trip, Phoebes?
I don't get too nervous to get about 2/3 the way.
Yeah, then it's like, what are you doing? And then they usually chill. But I don't blame them. What the heck's going on? Yeah, now your eyes are a little wide, huh?
You a football fan?
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch the High State game?
Oh my God. It was so devastating.
Before that, and I mean, they was both really, really good games, and Ohio State and Michigan
Good job,
both could have
Phoebes.
won,
You're
but
doing great.
they were sure high scoring games, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Good girl.
That's so frustrating.
This is how I look after. And we didn't even finish. We're gonna have a long story to tell, and then I'll share with you who's pregnant and not. But it didn't go 100% great. I'm still disgusting, but I'm going to shower, but I wanted to just go through and tell you who's pregnant, who's not, and how far along of the ones we did get through, and then I can kind of just explain kind of how everything has gone on. So LaFonda is pregnant about 5 to 7 months. Snow is pregnant. She's very close. She's probably 8-9 months. Bo Peep is early on. She's about 2-3 months. So is Izzy. Izzy's about 2-3 months. Leona, he thinks, is about 4 to 6 months pregnant. Obviously, Leona has been the question in the past, so we'll see what happens there. Phoebe was very close. She was 7 to 9 months. She got her hoof trim. She's good to go. Indigo was about 2-3 months. Ginger is also very close. She was about 8-9 months. Miss Frizzle has had issues ever since she had kind of a traumatic birth, and her and Salem were causing a lot of issues in the corral today. So there might have to be a downsize, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then the last one we were able to get was Red. She was pregnant about 4 to 6 months. So what I mean by downsizing, and kind of just why I'm having this conversation, is this is very stressful, and it's very frazzling to me because it just shows that like having pet cows is so fun, and 99% of the time it is amazing and I love having them. But when they are corralled, they are terrifying. And what I mean by that is normal cattle, when they are corralled, don't want to be near the people because they can be stressed out. So they usually move quite easily for the people corralling them. My cows do not do that because they are so socialized that they are not scared or intimidated by us. And so I got kicked really hard today, and my dad got hit really hard today. And it just is very obvious that we have to change up. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to give up, we have to get rid of our cows, nothing. But it's just becoming more and more apparent that I'm going to have to take over a lot of this by myself, and that's a scary thought. So it doesn't mean I'm getting rid of all my cows, nothing like that. But there may have to be a conversation of downsizing, because I don't think my dad wants to be in it as much. And I cannot just buy all the cows that he may want to sell here. So there might be that chance. And I don't want it to happen, but we're going to have to sell here soon regardless, because I don't know what to do with Rocco, and he's my dad's bull, so I can't convince my dad to sell him. Like, there's not going to be completely no breeding until I am fully in charge of this farm, and that is going to be a couple years. But I have to take over more, so what I'm probably going to have to look into is they do make corrals where they are completely metal and automated, so like you can be behind the door, so it's very safe, and I'm going to definitely be looking into that one. Full disclosure, might try to be sponsored by one to try to help with costs, because they are obviously not cheap, but it is a necessary expense at this point, because it was just a very scary and dangerous day today. Like I said, those are the only ones that we got through. The rest we waited, because it was a sloppy mess. We had both been hurt. Like, I don't get kicked by cows. Like, they were out of character and stressed out. So for the benefit of them and for the benefit of us, we just cut it quits early, because I can't have that happening. It's just, it's scary, because you love them to death, but they are 16 to 18 to Rocco's 3,000 pounds. Like, these are massive creatures. So when they don't move, it's a bad day. So I can't have that happening. So we're just going to have to regroup and kind of come up with some new decisions, and that's going to be that. Feeling a little bit better now that I've showered and that I've been able to think about it, because the good thing is my dad's energy is definitely not, I'm done with this, I want to sell all the cows. His energy was very similar to mine, which was, we need to have a better system in place for when we do need to move cattle, and when we need to, because this has never been that big of an issue. I just think that this is the first time that our cows have been all so friendly. Like, I think it just used to be only a couple were big pets because they were ex-show heifers, but now we just have so many that have been desensitized. And I think that definitely my social media presence hasn't helped that, because I am obviously with the cows even more than I normally would be, because, before I would be with the cows while I was just checking them and doing things to them. But now, because of the social media, I'm out there a lot more filming, and I do think that the fact that they've been messed with so much this past year could definitely be a possibility as well, because we did have that deer virus, so we had vets out here a lot more in a year than we typically would. So that's definitely all factors. I do feel a little bit better. I'm going to go get some feed and some hay for Blue. Also, I will be starting a series where I do how much I spend on my pet cows in a month. So I will disclose like all of the things that we end up, how much it costs month by month. So I'm going to start that this month. So I'm going to make sure I keep that together. But yeah, we're going to go get Drum. And like I said, I have a gnarly bruise on my thigh. Like I said, it was very out of character, because like normally the only time I get kicked at is by like a small calf if they're scared. Salem just like was very out of character, and that was like honestly the scary moment, because like you never want to see your animals so nervous about a situation that they act out of character, and Salem was, and that's why we pulled the plug on it, and we're like, nope, we will just reconvene at a later date, because I'm not going to put my animals through stress, and I'm not going to have anybody else get hurt. So big important factor there. But I also just want to be transparent, because people want to have pet cows. This is a big downfall. Like, this is a big factor, and it's something that we have had to deal with the repercussions of, when it comes to having pet cows. Is it great for if Snow or Izzy or somebody gets hurt and I can just go super easily and put a halter on them? Absolutely. But then when we try to work all of them and move all of them, unless it's feed driven, they don't care, because they're not afraid of us. And like, you don't want animals to be afraid of you, but like, you want an animal to move by you, so that if you go, come on, move, they move. And my cows are just like, I don't give a shit, bitch, because they're huge. So it's like, oh, what have we created? All right, not a quick update because we're driving, but little man has been picked up. He has been checked out. He is ready to go. Wada bing, bada boom. So he is good. He had his dental, so his teeth are nice and clean. He is nice and alert. I got Doja some more food. I got him some more meds. We're good to go, baby. So I'm going to end this video there, because we did all the things we needed to do. So make sure you check out my website. I added some more stuff the other day. If you want to check out heiferpleaseco.com, join my Patreon. We will have some babies very soon. So if you want to have any like partaking in naming them. That's who does. Patreon gets to name the babies. And so yeah, check it out if you'd like. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here and hanging out and supporting the channel as per usual. If you have any questions, just drop them down below and I'm more than happy to answer them. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So peace.